I'm 24 years old. I make $100,000 profit online. And so far, 27 days into January, I'm slightly behind. I'm only at $83,000. So I have 5 days left in January to make another $17,000 to catch up to my normal 100K a month pace. So got a lot of brainstorming to do to make this happen because quite frankly, I don't make more money by working harder. I make more money by thinking of the right ideas for my team or my systems or automations to actually implement. So with that being said, this Monday is going to be all about that. Thinking of the next genius idea to take us to the next level. But tangibly this Monday, all I really have is a couple meetings later this afternoon and I'm chilling. So before then, I'll get my classic workout, pool, hot tub, sauna, steam room combo going on. Then after the meetings, probably just gonna chill the rest of the day. So that being said, let's get the day started. Let's go. So every morning I journal and talk to myself about the one major thing that's top of mind for me right now. And I wrote about today how I'm scared I might not make 100K a month this month, which sounds kind of crazy because like anything under 100K is still, for a lot of people, a lot of money, but for me that's like a standard. I've been making 100K a month since I was 22. So it's just kind of scary just documenting all of this publicly, being slightly behind this month and trying to get back to that pace last minute. Kind of like clutching a last minute homework assignment in school. But what I have to tell myself is I have to focus on what I can control. Like I can't 100% control how much money I make. Like obviously there's a lot of certain factors that I could do to help boost my chances of making more money. But in terms of tangibly making money, I can't control that because that's an outcome. Like the only thing I could control is my inputs, AKA the work I do now that will lead to money later. So with 5 days left, the only thing I can really control is to continue getting better on my content in terms of Instagram Reels and YouTube, and hopefully one of them blows up. But that's not the point. I also can't control going viral. I can only control the quality of the content I produce. Then the other things I could control is I could see the stats that we have right now in terms of like my sales team, automations, our systems, and then see if there's anything that could be tweaked or improved to make things even better. And then finally, last but not least, the last thing I could control is like the next big idea. And that big idea could be just another viral video that gets us a shit ton of leads so we could close. That could be another genius sales idea. So example, we started implementing onboarding / backend calls, and those have been printing for us this past week-ish. And that by itself has finally helped me figure out like, how can I get my sales team to convert? It's not by converting front-end customers, AKA people that have never bought from us before, but it's by converting people that already invested good amount of money with us already and get them to upgrade to an even better offer, a better package. That by itself is not even any improvements. It was just like one crazy idea that I thought of and boom, implemented it and made us a lot of money. It has to be one of those three things. It's either content, some type of improvement, or some type of big idea. And I guess all of them overlap some way or another. Just trying to think of that next thing to jump us back to 100K in the next 5 days. So you get to see the journey all the way through because I am vlogging every day. But with that being said, let's drink this pre-workout. Man, it is cold as hell, but we're in the hot tub. Oh shit, it's windy. Yeah, apparently chlorine in the pool in the hot tub lowers your test, aka testosterone. No, I can't skip the pool hot tub. I gotta reward myself for working out. But yeah, overall, pretty solid. Sun's kind of blinding my eyes, so probably gonna go back inside. You might be asking yourself, why am I stretching in the sauna? I'm trying to work on all aspects of my life, whether it's strength, presence, money, finances, relationships, health. And so stretching and flexibility is something I'm god awful at. I don't actually want to take the time out of my day to stretch, but if I'm stretching on something I'm already going to be doing anyway, like the sauna, then it fits right in my schedule. I usually just stretch for like 5 minutes in the sauna and then hit the steam room. I'm all about leverage, like how can I best use like a single period of time and get a bunch of different benefits out of it. So example, like here, like I'm able to, hit the sauna and stretch at the same time. In a steam room, I'm able to meditate while still getting all the benefits of a steam room. Even these vlogs, like this is for, I'm filming for long form, right? This is for my like YouTube vlog. I also get to take these same clips and use them for my short form Instagram Reels. So we only
only have a finite amount of time per day, every day, right? Everybody has the same 24 hours, but it's what you do in that time that gets the outputs and the dreams that you're looking for. So it's all about how can you best use your time so that you can get all these different things that you want. Health is happiness. You can't be happy if you're not healthy. If your body hurts or you're not taking care of like your well-being internally, then of course like your mental health is gonna be shit.
Remember how I was saying I want to take care of all aspects of my life? Not just money, not just relationships, but also like health. So I used to like eat Uber Eats every day, but I realized like that's not exactly the most healthy thing for me to do, especially if I want to live a very long life. So instead what I'm doing now, I just meal prep on Sundays for lunch, and then at least I can control what's in this food. Definitely noticing I feel a lot better when I do this compared to just ordering Chipotle every day. Take it from me, you don't have to be one of those guys ordering all day, every day, like some of those guys on Instagram and TikTok say all the time. Even I said that at one point. One thing about me is your boy never cooks. I used to back in the day, back in college when I couldn't afford it, but now it gets to the point where I'd rather be working and making some money. I know I only work like 10 to 30 minutes into my bed, but give me a break. I'd rather just use my time the way I want it than spending it on something I don't like to do, AKA cooking. But now I'm starting to realize it's more than just money and it's more than just time, but it's also like your health is extremely important. Now I have a meeting with my business partners and potentially my main sales director who manages our sales team. I wrapped up that call with my business partners. We also had our sales director hop on. He is funny as hell, but he's an absolute demon on sales calls. So he's been closing like a monster for us as well as managing our team. He's about to bring on 2 more appointment setters, which is fire. So team is expanding, gonna keep growing. And then finally we had one of our boys, Nathan. He is a GOAT at running paid ads and scaling different offers through Meta ads, Instagram ads, and even TikTok ads. He taught us a little bit of his ad strategy that he recommends us, because quite frankly, we don't run any ads right now. All are organic through mostly my Instagram, a little bit of this YouTube. My TikTok's been recently popping, and then my business partner, Ibrahim, is also popping on Instagram, TikTok, etc. So I think this is gonna take us to a whole new level, is we're already making 100K a month strictly through organic free content. But if we'd actually master the paid systems, then we're scaling to the moon to $1 million months and beyond. A little roadblock that we had to figure out is that what we learned based off what Nathan taught us is that organic systems are actually completely different than ads. Like my thesis was, we're just gonna run our best pieces of content as ads and it'll be chill and we don't have to build a whole new funnel, whole new system, like just run my best pieces of content to the same exact organic funnel that we've always been doing. Funnel, by the way, just like how you convert a complete stranger to a high-paying customer or client. But then Nathan told me it's the exact opposite. Like you don't run anything organic to paid because the lead quality is gonna be so shit. So you actually have to be a bit more purposeful with your ads, really try to call out your ideal customer avatar. Basically, who are you trying to target? Whoever your dream customer is has to specifically resonate with that ad while turning down all the poor lead quality people. So basically, there's just a way to run ads in the creative where you get higher quality people who can actually afford what you have to buy than attracting a lot of people who can't afford anything you have to sell. And then also, we can't run the same exact organic system. A lot of our conversions happen through DMs. We say it all the time, conversions happen through conversations. So the more DM conversations we start, the more money we make. So that's our thesis for organic content. For paid, he recommends don't do any DM ads. Your lead quality is gonna be shit. You're gonna attract a bunch of broke people, which in reality, it was actually true. Like we did try running DM ads for like a month and it was slightly profitable. It was like 1.5, 1.8x return on ad spend. Basically, for every dollar we put in, we would get like $1.50 or $1.80 back out. But obviously that's not really scalable, extremely low margins, so we just stopped running them. And so yeah, that was the reason, is apparently DM ads just don't have the best quality. So he recommends running ads straight to our free class/webinar so that the lead quality is sifted out a bit better and optimized, because a lead not only has to click the ad, but they also have to opt in to the webinar. So Facebook/Meta has more qualified data because it only tracks people that go through those 2 steps of both clicking on the ad and number 2, opting in for the webinar versus just clicking on the ad and DMing. To be quite honest, I don't know how we're gonna implement it yet. I'm in no rush. Our organic systems are working, so I consider ads more of like a priority, something very important to eventually get done, but not like a huge priority that I had to set up like today, or else I'm gonna be cooked. Lots to do, a lot of exciting things for the future, but overall, a couple big breakthroughs, and hopefully that'll take us to a whole new level soon. Man, what a day. Not a bad Monday. Honestly, low-key felt like I was mental masturbating with all the different meetings. Overall, I'm pretty happy with all the changes and all the growth we're making with the business, so not terrible. But as always, official numbers for the day, $2,033. Nothing crazy, not exactly good, but hey, I'll take it. And if you are wondering how I'm able to make all this money without doing much work, I just made a free course breaking down exactly how I made $2 million profit, just type messages on my phone. Now you can do it too, or make like 3 to 4K a month from home if you want. Just check out this playlist right here and get a pen and paper out because it's gonna go crazy.